Melody 100.7.
I love this station, Melody 100.7 FM.
News on Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan.
News on Melody 100.7 FM. Reporting live from Melody 100.7 FM.
100.7 FM Ibadan.
Good afternoon. Here is Newsline on Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan. I am Adebola Badekale. First, let's check out the major headlines. Federal government opens applications for 2026 overseas scholarships. No pipeline vandalism recorded across Niger Delta in 2025, says Army. Oyo Speaker Ogundoyin promises bill to check excesses of house agents. UAE denies running secret prisons in Yemen. And in the world of sports, Super Eagles soar to 26th in FIFA rankings after AFCON bronze. And now, the news in details. The federal government has announced the commencement of applications for the 2026 Petroleum Technology Development Fund Overseas Scholarship Scheme, providing opportunities for Nigerian postgraduate students to study in the United Kingdom, Germany, France, and Malaysia. This was confirmed in a post shared via X, formerly known as Twitter, by the Office of the Special Advisor to the President on social media, Dada Olusegun, on Monday. The federal government has announced the commencement of applications for 2026 Petroleum Technology Development Fund (PTDF) scholarships overseas. According to the Statement on Scholarship Board website, the scheme targets MSc and PhD candidates in disciplines relevant to the oil and gas sector, offering benefits such as tuition, return flight tickets, accommodation and living allowances, health insurance, and bench fees where applicable. The General Officer commanding 6th Division Nigerian Army, Major General Emmanuel Emeka, says the division recorded 0 incidents of pipeline vandalism within its area of responsibility in 2025. Emeka disclosed this on Tuesday in Port Harcourt during a media tour of the headquarters, 6th Division Nigerian Army, and the land component of Operation Delta Safe by defense correspondents. He said this feat was achieved through sustained military operations, intelligence-led patrols, continuous community engagement, and close collaboration with other security agencies and stakeholders in the Niger Delta. The GOC explained that prior to 2025, Nigeria's daily crude oil production averaged between 1.5 million and 1.4 million barrels per day, but noted that improved security had contributed to an increase to about 2.2 million barrels per day by December 2025. According to him, the protection of critical national infrastructure in the maritime and oil and gas sector domain remains the division's primary responsibility. The Speaker of the House State Assembly, Right Honorable Adebola Badekale, has announced plans to sponsor legislation aimed at regulating the activities of house agents in the state to curb widespread extortion and exploitative practices. Ogundoyin made this known on Monday at a stakeholders meeting organized by the Oyo State Agency for Youth Development and chaired by Prince Adebola Badekale. The meeting was held at the House of Chiefs Parliament Building, Secretariat Ibadan, and was attended by representatives of registered youth organizations and associations across the state. During the interactive session, participants expressed concern over the increasing rate of extortion by house agents, noting that unregulated practices have made access to affordable housing difficult for many residents. Responding to concerns, the Speaker disclosed that the House of Assembly would constitute a committee to draft a bill that would regulate the operations of house agents and put an end to their excesses. He assured stakeholders that the proposed legislation would be concluded and transmitted to Governor Seyi Makinde for assent before the end of the first quarter of this year. Thank you for staying tuned. Newsline returns shortly after this break.
100.7 FM. Stay cool with the melody.
láàrin ọdún kan tó dé ló ti gbalẹ̀ gbogbo lẹ́kílẹ̀ Melody 100.7 FM. Ìlú ti Fọlá fi ṣayẹyẹ ọdún kan lọ́jọ́ Thursday ọjọ́ kọkàndínlọ́gbọ̀n oṣù kìíní ọdún 2026 Thursday 29 January 2026 látàgò mẹ́sàn-án òwúrọ̀ 9 a.m. ayẹyẹ ọdún kìíní máa ṣàrà ọ̀tọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn side attraction lóríṣiríṣi Alhaji Wasiu Alabi Pasuma máa gbé wa débẹ̀ kan lù sí wa níbàdí ṣeré fún wa yóò. Chairman of the occasion, Ambassador Dr. Yemi Farobi, distinguished guest of honor, His Excellency Engineer Lucy Abiodun Makinde, Gómìnà Ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, special guest of honor, Mogaji Wole Arisikola, Dr. Adewale Kolapokari, Barrister Akeem Agbaje, Dr. Niya Borishade, guest of honor, Prince Dr. Oyelade, Commissioner for Information, Oyo State, Mr. Edowu Ajanaku, Commissioner for Information, Ondo State, Mr. Femi Adesina, spokesman for former President Muhammadu Buhari, the guest lecturer, nígbàtí Professor Samuel Adebayo Ojuwapa Authority, gbangba gbogbo èèyàn lálejò, ayẹyẹ ọdún kan lè ṣe rédíò Melody 100.7 FM, ọjọ́ Thursday 29 January 2026, Emeritus Professor Theophilus Ogunleshi Hall, opposite UCH Ibadan, láti pàdé, ọ̀fẹ́ ni tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì fún gbogbo èèyàn láti wọlé, láti pẹ̀lú wa celebrate, tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ti wà ní Melody House, number 2, MB Mapadero Street, Bode wa Semi-Basoro Ibadan, Melody 100.7 FM tó ń gbé wa débẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká wà náà celebrate yẹ.
Melody FM 100.7.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Newsline on Melody 100.7 FM. Now moving on to the foreign scene, where the United Arab Emirates on Tuesday denied running secret prisons in southern Yemen following claims from Saudi-backed Yemeni officials that widened a rift between the Gulf powers. Defense Ministry said the allegations are deliberate fabrications and a blatant attempt to advance political agendas at the expense of truth. Monday's claims from Hadramaut province followed clashes between UAE and Saudi-backed forces that prompted Abu Dhabi to withdraw its remaining troops from Yemen. Saudi Arabia and the UAE, the Gulf's biggest economies, joined forces to fight Yemen's Iran-sponsored Houthi rebels in 2015, but ended up backing opposing camps in the south. Moving on to the entertainment news, Saida, the mother of late Afrobeat sensation Hafiz Adesina, popularly known as Destiny Boy, has spoken about the events leading to her son's death. Destiny Boy, who gained widespread attention in 2019 after releasing a Fuji-style cover of Davido's hit song If, died on Sunday, January 18th, 2025, following a prolonged battle with a mysterious illness locally referred to as Ogoru, which often triggered seizures. In a video that circulated online on Monday, Saida disclosed that the family had been actively managing the condition with the help of traditional healers and religious leaders. She explained that although the illness had seriously affected him at different times, they chose to keep it out of the public eye because of his celebrity status. Meanwhile, the Ogun State Police Command confirmed that investigations into the singer's death are still underway, assuring that more details will be released in due course. And finally, in the exciting world of sports, this afternoon, Nigeria Super Eagles have surged to 26th place in the latest FIFA Men's World Rankings, marking their best position in 16 years after an impressive showing at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. Tournament host Morocco also enjoyed a major boost, breaking into the global top 10 for the first time since 1998, highlighting the growing influence of African football on the world stage. Coached by Eric Schell, Nigeria were among the biggest climbers in the January 2026 rankings, climbing 12 places after finishing third at the Continental Tournament. The previous peak came in May 2010 when they ranked 21st worldwide. FIFA reported that Nigeria earned 79.09 ranking points, the largest points gained by any country in the latest update, underscoring the impact of the AFCON campaign. Despite losing the final to Senegal after extra time, Morocco moved up 3 spots to 8th place, the highest ever since the first appearance in the top 10 rankings since April 1998. Senegal's AFCON victory propelled them up 7 places to 12th, also a record high for the West African nation. At the summit of rankings, Spain retained first place ahead of world champions Argentina and France. Morocco's ascent into top 10 pushed Croatia, Belgium, and Germany down the table. We've now come to the end of Newsline on Melody 100.7 FM, but before we wrap up, here is a recap of the major headlines. Federal government opens application for 2026 overseas scholarships. No pipeline vandalism recorded across Niger Delta in 2025, says Army. You heard Oyo State Speaker Ogundoyin promises bill to check excesses of House agent. On the foreign scene, we told you UAE denies running secret prisons in Yemen. And you just heard in the world of sports, the Super Eagles soar to 26th in FIFA rankings after AFCON bronze. Kindly join us on our social media platforms for more news stories and excellent programming. Newsline was compiled and produced by Kudirat Akim Apampa and Bobola Egunfemi, and as edited by Eyitayo Olushola. I am Mobola Badekale. Good afternoon, and thank you for listening.
Melody FM 100.7.
We rise We stand, we own our voice. Strong women, fearless women. This is our time. Obìnrin kì í ṣaláìlera. A ní ohùn, a ní àǹfààní. This is for the woman who refuses to be silenced. The woman whose story matters. The woman who knows her worth.
Welcome to the Women's Shelter on Radio.
A bold, educative and informative radio program created to support the total development of women. Here, we do not shrink women. We do not excuse inequality. We do not dress patriarchy as culture.
Instead, we amplify women's voices. We promote opportunity, leadership, knowledge, and choice.
À ń gbé obìnrin ga, à ń jíròrò nípa ìdàgbàsókè obìnrin àti àǹfààní tí ó wà fún wọn nílẹ̀ yìí àti lókè òkun. À ń rán ìjọba létí lórí ojúṣe wọn sí àwọn obìnrin láwùjọ.
The Women's Shelter is changing the narrative from programs that subtly uphold misogyny to conversations that truly empower the female gender.
Tune into the Women's Shelter with Oluwatoyin Adeyemi every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan.
The Women's Shelter.
Because when women rise, Nigeria rises.
Ọlọ́run àánú, Ọlọ́run àánú, àánú wa mi rí kọ́dún ètò parí ọ̀gá. Ọlọ́run bá mi Samuel Ojo, tán pẹ̀lẹ́ tọ́ rẹ̀ tì láàbí àjẹ́ bá.